and I have to be totally honest with you. I started not to take advantage of this opportunity. When I first spoke with Bob about it, I was like, I was very hesitant because I was involved with a couple other companies. They did not work out. Just to give you guys a little background on me, I've been working in the wireless industry as an engineer for the last 15 years. I've deployed networks for the big carriers that all of you are talking on your cell phones with now for the past 10 years. I am currently putting in a 3G system for one of the carriers through my own corporation. Now, I want you to understand what we have here, because at first I didn't understand what we had here. I was like, I don't see how you guys are going to do this. I've heard all this hype before. And when I first heard what they were talking about, I was like, that doesn't exist. And when we think about how our cell phones work, you got to understand, most of you are either on Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, or Sprint. Okay? You know that you can place a call sometimes, and sometimes you have a signal, sometimes you don't. Okay? You know that you also have friends or family members that may be on a different carrier than you are. You may be on Verizon, your friend may be on AT&T. You both get in the elevator, and one of you has service, but the other one doesn't. Okay? I want you to imagine this. If you could take Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, and T-Mobile, take all of their coverage maps, lay them on top of each other, that's what we have here. I was on the phone earlier today, and I was like, I don't understand what's going on, so I asked certain questions, key questions, as to how the network works. One of the questions was, will I be able to hand off between GSM and CDMA technology? That means handing off from AT&T's towers to Verizon's towers, or T-Mobile's towers to Sprint's towers, and back. The answer was yes. Okay? I was astonished because I didn't think that could happen. Technically, it's not supposed to happen, but there's a new concept called mobile convergence that allows that to happen. And as we know of, the wireless industry is changing and evolving, and I'm just here to tell you, within the next 2 years, you're going to see major changes, okay? I know of a technology that the 4 carriers are putting together that's going to take download speeds that you're used to seeing, cable modems or your cable internet speeds are at about 4 megabits per second. Next year, they're rolling out a system that's going to take that speed from 4 to 180 megabits per second. Okay? We are in the right place at the right time, folks. I mean, I don't know how many of you were around when there were 8-track tapes. Okay? But most of you were around when there were cassette tapes. Imagine going from a cassette tape to the CD players. Okay? We're the CD player. That's basically where we are right now. Nobody uses this technology yet. You'll be able to basically sit in your house, and right now, if you're in your house during the weekend, you probably got free nights and weekends on your cell phone bill, right? But here's the way it goes. If you're in your house on the weekend, you can switch your phone over to your wireless LAN system in your house and use your wireless LAN system to operate your mobile phone. We'll actually be able to call people on video phone and send video emails to people through our mobile phone. The mobile carriers are not doing that right now, okay? The furthest they go is some handsets, or like the iPhone and so forth, have what's called Wi-Fi connections, meaning you can get on the internet with your phone. That's only certain smartphones. But basically the way it works is that we're going to have all 4 carriers in one when we're talking on the cellular network, and we're also going to have access to wireless LAN and hotspots, like airports, coffee shops. If you think of all those places, you're going to have an opportunity to turn off your cellular minutes and start using wireless LAN minutes. And folks, all I can say is you're in the right place at the right time. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not. Because I've actually done the research on this technology. It does exist. It has existed for the past 2 years. It's just been suppressed. Similar to how how the railroad and the cars were suppressed. You think about how the gasoline car, there's no rail everywhere because the gasoline car suppressed that. It's just about the same way. Okay, same concept. So you're definitely in the right place at the right time. Tim, I appreciate you letting me explain that to people because I totally didn't understand myself how this was going to happen. And I'm going to be totally honest with you, I'm still like in shock because I really don't believe that I'm in the right place at the right time at this, where we are in this junction. So I'm going to give it back to you, Tim.